Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and I'm the Organic Esthetician. So today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial. A lot of you guys requested that I do one of these and I got a lot of questions and comments about what makeup I was wearing during my last NuFace tutorials that I just posted. And so this is it. It's a very natural, dewy, easy, everyday look. You can throw it on in 5 minutes. I took way longer because I was talking to you while I did it, but it should be a pretty quick tutorial. Everything's all natural, chemical free, and I'll link all of the products down below that I'm using. And I know a lot of you asked what lipstick I'm wearing. Stay tuned to find out because it's not even a lipstick. Alright, so my skin is prepped. I started with a NuFace microcurrent and LED treatment, and then I used an oil, a moisturizer, and eye cream, and next I'm going to apply my SPF. So my favorite SPF is from Juice Beauty. It's their Glow Time CC Cream in Natural Glow, and this is my everyday sunscreen that I wear underneath my makeup. So I'm just going to use my hands to press it in. And I'm going to put a little bit on my chest as well. Okay. Next for my base. I've been really loving the new formulation of the BB cream from Jane Iredale. This is the Glow Time BB. I use it in number 3. And so if any of you have used this product in the past, it was super pigmented. It's a little less pigmented now, but what they did add to it is this coconut alkanes, which is a coconut derived like natural silicone. And so you get this really great glide on the skin and a really smooth satin finish. So I've been really happy with how this product is working. And I just layer a little bit more than I would with the old formulation to get the coverage that I want. And so I'm just using Jane Iredale's foundation brush. It tends to be a little easier to apply around the eye area when I do that. Do it with the brush, but you can totally use your hands too. All right, so I'm just gonna pop a little bit more on, just a tiny bit more, under my eyes. I usually layer quite a bit here because I tend to be pretty dark under my eye. And I really like the extra coverage. I think it's getting pretty even, this bad boy. Let's see if I can make it go away. I've been using the LED light, just the red light, on like my rashy chin. And I feel like it's made such a huge difference the last couple of days in reducing the inflammation, which is kind of awesome. All right, and then I'm just gonna take what's left over and blend it on my chest because my chest tends to be really pink. And my shoulders today because I got a little burnt while I was hiking. I think I'm blended in. Next, I'm going to use Alima Pure's pressed powder in teak. See that? So a great trick, especially for fair skin girls, is to, instead of using a bronzer to contour, using a neutral color, like 5 shades darker than your natural complexion as a contour shade. So I never buy bronzer, I always buy a powder in a darker color. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Powder and Sculpt brush. I love this shape for really just carving out the hollows of your cheeks I'm obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury. I love her so much. Even though her products aren't necessarily clean, she has some paraben-free things, but her mascara has parabens in it. Occasionally I buy her eyeshadows because they're just so pretty. But who am I kidding? I never wear eyeshadow. So I just kind of concentrate the majority of the product up here at my hairline, and then I'm just kind of drawing it down underneath my cheekbone and then kind of blending it up. And it just accentuates the shape that's already there. All right, so I'm just loading up a little bit, tapping off excess, and do the other side. Oh, that's quite a lot of product. I think that looks okay. Next, I'm gonna do a cream blush in Peony from Juice Beauty. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit of product onto my finger and then tap it into my like bad girl spot. I used to always put blush right here in the apple of my cheek, and I'll definitely blend a little bit down to the apple, but I've been liking it a little higher and farther back. I feel like it just kind of accentuates the shape of your cheekbone a little bit more. So I'm just kind of applying the product and then I'm just tapping it in to blend. Again, if you want to use a foundation brush or, I don't know, a blush brush, you're more than welcome to. That's okay. Again, just loading it up. Maybe too much. Rosy, huh? Is that crazy? Is it too much? It's really hard to do your makeup in such great lighting. I'm used to doing my makeup in like a dark closet, and this is really challenging. Who'd have thought? I think that's good. Lots of cheek today. Then I'm gonna add a little highlighter. This is from Ilia Beauty. This is one of my favorite highlighters. It's Polka Dots and Moonbeams from Ilia. So again, loading it up. And then I like doing a highlight just where the light would naturally hit the top of your cheekbone. And then I just kind of blend it out. I put a little bit on the apple of my cheek. I like being dewy. And then at my brow bone. Same thing, other side. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit more and put it on the bridge of my nose, on the end, and then on my Cupid's bow. You can also pop a little bit right in the inner corners of your eyes. With nails on, it's really hard to get there with your finger, and I didn't bring that brush out with me. So I'm just gonna use this foundation brush and pop a little bit right on that inside. Why not? Okay. Powder. I'm gonna use the Pure Pressed powder from Jane Iredale in Bisque with the Jane Iredale handy brush. So I'm just gonna load it up and tap it off and then just kind of press it in. I'm not gonna do it all over my face. but just where I tend to get a little oilier, so like through the T-zone, and I'm gonna keep my cheeks all dewy without any extra product. This way too, you can kind of blend out any harsh lines that you had from the blush and bronzer. And then, like everything, if you put it on your face, put it on your neck. And probably your chest too, so you're all the same color. All right, and then a little bit up here and the sides of my nose, maybe in the middle. And then I have this little shader, like a crease brush from MAC. This is one of the first makeup brushes I ever bought. And it's lasted a really long time. And so I use that just to kind of go in. I like to do a light layer of powder on my eyelid to kind of set the BB cream because it can crease. And then I like to put a little bit extra where I need it. So like, hey, breakout, to make you disappear. Almost, not quite. Get a little pink around my nose. Ugh. A little bit of sheddage. You know, just some hairs on your face. I'm gonna go in with RMS's Uncover Up in 00. And I'm just gonna pop a little extra coverage underneath my eye. Cause I can sleep like 10 hours and still have circles. I've been detoxifying my liver, I haven't been drinking. And it's still just so like, why do I look so tired all the time? Thank God for concealer. Just tapping it in. And I'm really only putting it in this darkest, deepest crease of the under eye, and then I'm just blending it out around everywhere else. I try not to put a lot of product back here because I get these awesome smile lines and then I get lots of creasing in them throughout the day. Maybe just a little bit more. I kind of feel like I can never put enough concealer on. Maybe? Do we look awake? Alert? Okay, so now I'm gonna take that brush again into the powder. I like loading it up quite a bit. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit to set under my eye. This is kind of a slippery slope. Sometimes it looks great, and other times it looks so crepey and weird when I put powder under my eye. So we're just gonna test it. We'll just see what happens. Success. I don't know if that happens to anyone else. It's like 3 out of 4 times it looks great, and then a quarter of the time it looks pretty awful. So we're just doing a little bit. I think it's okay. I just realized I'm gonna take what is left over on this bronzing brush and just kind of put it underneath my jawline. Just to sharpen it up a little bit. Conceal all of those chins. Right in here. here. Lots of chins. Okay, I'm going to use this cream blush in Peony on my lip. This is the color that everyone's been asking me about. I had a little bit of the Eminence lip balm on. I really like that lip balm. I like that and the Osmia Lip Doctor. Have you guys tried that? It is like the nicest lip balm ever. And I'm out of it, and I really should buy more. But I'm out of everything. Do you hate that? How like you run out of everything at the exact same time. So instead of spending like 50 bucks, you have to spend like $350. Which just means it's not gonna happen. All right, lip gloss. I left it in the other room. Here we go. This is Juice Beauty's Phyto Pigment. It's a little mini tester lip gloss. It's in Gwyneth is the color. And I like just taking off the excess and doing almost like a stain over the cream blush just to give it a little bit more of a pop. So it's not like a super heavy application. So that's the lip. For my eyebrows, I take a clean spoolie, Plu's Brow. Clean spoolie, and I just brush through to get any excess product out of them. So I got my eyebrows microbladed. This is part of my master plan to be ready when I wake up in the morning and not have to put anything on my face. If only my skin was nice enough that I could actually do that. So I just got them touched up. This is about 2 weeks post touch-up, and I love them so much. So I had pretty full brows to begin with, and it just helped kind of, I don't know, like solidify the shape a little bit and fill in any little sparse holes. I highly recommend doing it if you can afford to do so. I was lucky enough to win these eyebrows. Thanks, Shawnee Darden. And Audrey Glass did them. If you live in Los Angeles, that's the girl to go to. Woman. She is an amazing eyebrow microblader, eyebrow artist, and she's just a very cool person in general. And then my eyelashes, same thing. I just brush through them to make sure I get any extra product out. I get my eyelashes extended. I go to Iris and West here in LA, and then Amanda, who owns the studio, has a second location in San Francisco now. So if you live in the city, I'd recommend going to her. And so I know some people are like, weird adhesives by your eyes. Her stuff is formaldehyde free, and I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm pretty sensitive everything. And I've never had any sort of reaction to the adhesive, and I've been really happy with it. My lashes are looking a little wimpy right now because I need to get a fill. And I have to wait a whole nother week. It's gonna look so crazy. But this is really it. I have a little tester of mascara that I'll just put on the bottom, and I am not going to leak this product because it's not the cleanest thing that I use, but I hate buying mascara. And so I was given this, so I use it. So just on the bottom, sometimes when like I've got whole chunks missing out of my lashes and it's looking a little crazy, I'll put mascara on the lash extensions. But usually I don't wear mascara at all. And I really should just tint my bottom lash line, but I don't know if you guys have ever tinted your lashes yourself. I always get tint in my eye, and holy moly, is that the worst thing you've ever done to yourself. Whew. And then last but not least, I set everything with Ison's Ormus Mist. This is, the scent is frankincense, jasmine, and lotus oil, and it is so heavenly. I love it so much. Also, end of the bottle, let's see. And so that's pretty much it. If I were to add anything, on days where I want even more rosiness on my cheeks, or if I know I'm gonna be out all day and I want the color to stay, I'll layer a powder blush over the cream blush, and I really like Jane Iredale's Barely Lip Rose. But I think that that's pretty good for now. All right, and there you have it, my first ever makeup tutorial. Hope you liked it. If you did like it, like this post, subscribe to my feed, and leave comments and questions and suggestions down below. I read all of them. I love hearing from you. Let me know what type of videos you'd like to see in the future. And like I said earlier, all the products I used in this tutorial will be listed down below. And if you're into seeing more makeup stuff, check out my Instagram. I post a lot of makeup stuff over there. I'll link that down below too. And I have a few videos coming next week. So I will be seeing you guys soon. Bye.